Hey everybody, it's David Breen with Animal Cartoons, another blog for The Last Mice. It is 1:35 a.m. I should be getting to bed. I have tennis class in the morning at 8 o'clock, which means I gotta be up at 7 to take the bus. Anyway, what I want to show you, I am gonna sacrifice some sleep because I feel like making a tutorial for you guys. Well, it's not really a full-blown tutorial. I will make another video for 3D Studio Max users to go into more detail about how some of these are done. But I'm just going to start with just an explanation of each one of these rigs. So basically the idea is that instead of making one rig that's multi-purpose, I've broken it down to 4 rigs so far that each fits a specific circumstance or camera angle or of course a certain action scene. Alright, so this first one is really the simplest form of movement. All it is a wave. And so if I scrub the timeline here, the snake just moves in this one. I gotta turn it on to clay mode. It's got a memory issue, so this way the meshes won't disappear. Alright, so what's causing this wave is there's a distortion wave object, and it distorts the space. So this snake, if I delete this wave binding to it, that's what it originally is, and then you attach it to this wave binding, and then you can animate it moving forward and it will make a wave. But it's really limited. That's about all it can do. And now I'm going to skip this next one here because that's the most complicated one. And I'm going to go over to this guy here. Now if I scrub, you see that there's a line that I drew out, and then you attach this box to the line and you tell it to follow the line, and the skeleton of the snake is attached to the box, and so it drags him along for the ride. So I push play and you see he goes around. And you actually need a sophisticated script that you have to run so that each bone, because there's about 30 bones in his body that go all the way down his tail, and you need a script that will make them all kind of whip around with this nice motion. Otherwise, if you don't have the script, it'll just have his body straight out as it was created, and you'll just see it. Yeah, it won't look like that. Okay. Alright, now this other one here. So basically, this one will be used for scenes where you see the snake go by. Maybe there's an angle like this. I don't know. That was a bad example. But yeah, you could also like attach a camera to his head, and then as the snake moves, it's from his point of view. Anyway. Now this next one would be for when the snake is stopped, because there really isn't a way to move him on a path on this one, because I have the skeleton system flipped around, and so it's kind of complicated, but it affects the way that it moves in a big way. So this one can't really be animated, or else it would animate the head in reverse, and then the head would follow the tail basically. So this one is just for moving him around. So we select, let's say this much, then deselect him so we just have the bones. When you're doing a rotate, and you rotate him like this, and then you can hold Alt and deselect some more, and then bring him around. I'd say let's deselect that. Yeah, then you can grab like that much and move him So this is a great system for, you can see that's kind of cool. And so that's for that. So we have him moving around, we have him looking about, and now this last one here is the first one that I made, which was the rig that was used in Max's new home. Now, this rig was made with the cat animation system in 3D Studio Max, and as you can see, these cubes here, these yellow cubes that turn to red, that's the cat bone system, and I can hide that because I made these helpers for it. But there's helpers that go down the body, but the important one right now is the one for the head. You can grab this and you can move it up. So this is a good rig for him just kind of perking up a little bit. You know, here he can get all the way up. Looks really neat. But this one is just for him kind of going, huh? And then it's got a different dynamic. When you look to the side, it kind of pivots like this. It doesn't just turn his head like that. So it's a little more, has a little more character in it. And this was made with a, I think I explained this in a previous tutorial, but it was a lizard, and I just deleted the legs and the head, and I have his, if we click on his head bone here, this is actually his rib cage, and then his neck would come out of here and his head, but I deleted all that and I made the rib cage the head. So that's how I got that unique kind of movement. And then if we hide that, I also have the jaw that opens. And on the rest of these, instead of hooking up a second skeleton to work the jaw, I also have a morph system that you can use. So yeah, currently the gums are not following, but I just don't have that hooked up right now. But that's an option for the face. I want to get a face shift rig hooked up for the snake as well. That would be fun. And I'll post some links in the comments of this video to some inspirational videos that I saw some snakes in. I want to retexture these snakes. I want to have every snake in the last mice have a unique pattern and color scheme. So, alright, well that's that video. That's the explanation of all the different rigs I'll be using for the snakes. And it'll be exciting to set up all these action scenes. I'm going to be using a lot of Mass Effects, like the snakes breaking through walls and particles, and there's going to be, I can turn them into ragdoll and have them, you know, be flung about realistically, smash through glass or land in water. I want to play around with a lot of that new physics technology. Okay, so that's the video. Thanks for watching.